purpose. I know. Good evening. We are so excited that you are here for this Handbell concert. This is a concert we're calling a musical tour across the United States, give or take a few states. We're not going to hit them all. We'll hit a lot of them, but it's really hard to find songs like from North Dakota because nothing really rhymes with North Dakota except maybe Minnesota, and there's not a lot of songs for them either. So we're going to sort of hit some high spots along the way. And I introduce myself. I'm Mike Stallings. I have the honor and privilege of directing this group behind me, this wonderful group of friends and musicians called the Concord Bells. We are so excited to be here, so excited that you are here. We're going to start in the Northeast. We're going to start, most of you probably got your first image of New York City by watching 1970s crime shows like Kojak or McCloud, and it was a kind of a dark, gritty city. But then some of us got our first image of New York by watching a 3-story brownstone walk-up apartment where Gordon and Susan lived on the first floor, Luis and Maria were on the second floor, and of course Ernie and Bert were in the bottom floor. So we're going to start with a theme that we all know, the theme from Sesame Street. Thank you. The colorful things that you saw being played are called boom whackers. They are literally plastic tubes that are pitched. And we use them a lot in children's choir, but only at an age where we're pretty sure they won't hit each other with them and will hit what they're supposed to. And so giving everybody a chance to reset. There's a lot of resetting in bells between songs and getting rid of things that you don't need. This is a really intricate kind of a thing that we do. And so our next stop, we're going to go due north to the state of Vermont. And we're about to play the official state song of Vermont. It's called Moonlight in Vermont. And I had the privilege of arranging a lot of the songs that you're going to hear tonight. This is one of them. This is a song I've played on piano for years and just love it myself. And so I thought it would make a great bell piece. So I arranged it for bells. And if you are to get married in Vermont, traditionally, this is the song that the groom and bride will dance to as their first dance. So this is Moonlight in Vermont. song was really one of the inspirations for the whole theme of this concert, because my wife Claudia, who's ringing the C and D bells, heard the Knoxville Symphony played this song at a 4th of July concert, and in talking to her, she was very disappointed in the lack of enthusiasm that they showed in an important part of this song. And she says, "I think we could do it better than they did." I'm like, "I think you're right. I think you can." And so that was the idea for me to arrange this song. I've always liked this song, but never understood the title. It is Pennsylvania 6-5000. It has nothing to do with the state of Pennsylvania. Actually, we're going back to New York City because this is a telephone number. It was not until we were well into the 1960s that we could direct dial anybody. And so sometimes, especially in larger cities, there were telephone exchanges with operators who pulled wires and connected people. And the exchange station that was, it was Pennsylvania, or near Pennsylvania Station. And so when you called the hotel, which was the Hotel Pennsylvania, you would use, it was a system called the 2L5N system, 2 letters, 5 numbers. And so you would call and ask for Pennsylvania, PE 65000. And so this was a famous Glenn Miller orchestra, because Glenn Miller and a lot of big bands played at the Pennsylvania Hotel at the Café Rouge. It was a swanky thing, and it was a place that all the big bands played. And so Glenn Miller recorded this in 1940. And so the question becomes, how do you arrange a big band piece for bells? It's kind of a challenge, but so we're going to try to imitate as best we can a big band. And it starts down here with Aaron Gibbs, who's handling this table of big bells all by himself. And with Daniel, whose last name just escapes me. Redmond. Great. Daniel Redmond. They are the string bass. And they go a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, and... just like that. But you got... oh, keep going. That's great. But then you got to have the saxophones and the trombones. And so that's going to be here in the middle, what we call the battery. And so this will be measure 5. And it goes a little something like this. And 2, 3, 2. So you kind of get the feel. And then the melody's going to be up here where the trumpets are. So you'll hear them in a second. So it's measure 5. Let's start at measure 5. 1, 2, 3, and... now measure 9. Stop. Sorry, that's completely my fault. This is a song about a telephone number. And way back in the day, telephones would ring. And so to sort of help show you how easy it is to play these things, where's Richard Ashworth? Come on. Richard asked me earlier, he said, if you need me to come ring bells, just call me. Well, come on. Well, come on. You're about to be the star.
Oh, yeah.
So all you do is take it, left hand, right hand, doesn't matter. Are you right hand dominant?
Yes.
Okay, and then you're just going to take this bell. Let me make sure it's set for you. R for Richard. And you're just going to do this. Kind of like when you're shaking your finger at Margaret.
You will tell me when to do that?
I'll point at you.
Okay.
I didn't point. Yeah, this is going to go well, I can tell.
I'm not going to volunteer again to you.
All right, let's start at measure 5. We're going to go straight through. So to measure 9 is straight on. And watch me closely. Can you see me because of the lights? Okay. Measure 5. Here you go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This is measure 11.
Pennsylvania 65000. Pennsylvania 65000. Pennsylvania 65000. Pennsylvania 65000.
Thank you. That just goes to show how easy playing this instrument is. You know,
I can do it.
you can do it, regardless of it. You don't even have to look good to do it. Seriously, if you are interested in ringing handbells, please talk to me because we would love to have you. We will start, if you are an absolute beginner, we will start a brand new group for you to let you learn how and hopefully join this group at some point. So if you have an interest in ringing, please talk to me. We would love to have you. All right, we are going to take a jet now all the way across the country, fly over country. We're going to go to the West Coast. And unfortunately, this year we lost a real musical icon in Brian Wilson. Who was the leader and arranger of the Beach Boys. And so it's kind of hard to find songs about California. And so the Beach Boys had a great one called California Girls. And so this is California Girls. If you'd like to sing along, you can sing along. It's okay. Time to go back east. And from California back east, if you've ever traveled that, especially the southern route, you go through some of the most beautiful areas of our country, and that is the West. And so to me, one of the songs that best exemplifies the West is the theme from the 1960 movie, The Magnificent Seven. Back when they made great movies with all-star casts, with Yul Brynner and Steve McQueen, and it was just it inspired you to do great things. And this piece of music has been used in lots of advertisements. It's even been used in a James Bond movie and The Simpsons. It's just wonderful. It is extremely hard to play. So enjoy the theme from The Magnificent Seven. I should say this features a solo by Katie Seagraves and Alana Bush. So. We're going about as far south as we can go now. And I said there were two influences on the theme of this concert. This was actually the first influence, and this is something that the bell choir does not know. I saved this as a surprise. I guess it was about 3 or 4 years ago, we had a Christmas party, and we exchanged sort of gag gifts with each other. And it's one of those where you could swipe and steal. And I believe Fred Gibson was the one who brought an album from the thrift store of Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. And because I appreciate gifts that I receive, I listened to this. And there was a song on there called Miami Beach Rumba. And as soon as I heard it, I'm like, that would make a fantastic bell arrangement. And so we're about to play Miami Beach Rumba, and what we've done is turned this whole 5 tables into one giant marimba. This song is all played with mallets, which are fun to play, and hope you enjoy Miami Beach Rumba. This next song is more about a region than a place. It is called Mountain Springs, and if you have ever done any hiking in the Smokies, you know that there are places where there are artesian springs and water that just drips all the time. And so in this song, you're going to hear water droplets several times throughout, and you're going to hear 2 melodies that sound old, although they're not. They're just composed to sound like they are old folk songs, and there are 2 melodies, one at the beginning, one towards the middle, and then at the end, the 2 melodies come together. So hope you enjoy Mountain Springs. And one more song. This is to sort of catch all. If we missed your state, this will catch them all. We're about to play America the Beautiful, and in case you didn't notice, we have tried to arrange ourselves like a flag. We have red, white, and then blue, and our white gloves are stars. All right, so hopefully you caught that. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're so glad and so thrilled to be able to present a concert for you, and hope you enjoy America the Beautiful.